Why, hello there, and welcome back to what passes for a YouTube channel these days. So, as you may know, I review tabletop role-playing games here on the YouTube. But what you may or may not know is that a lot more games nowadays are using cards instead of dice. And, oddly enough, I don't own a deck of cards. Or rather, I own several decks of cards, all of which are either in really poor condition, missing cards, or both. So I figured I should get myself a nice deck of cards for when I'm making these videos on the internet. Also, I did need to add something to my order to get free shipping when I bought the Chuck Tingle role-playing game, so look forward to that. But in the meantime, I had to buy something to get $25 for free shipping, and I bought a deck of cards. You may notice that these are plastic cards. I was looking at the cards and like a regular deck of cards was like $4 and this was just a few dollars more. So I thought, hey, why not get some cool plastic cards? They'll look cool in the YouTube videos that I make. So let's get into these cards. I have left them sealed because I know you people on the internet enjoy watching things being opened, especially with plastic. Card ASMR. All right, so first obvious note here on these cards. These are plastic cards. I bought plastic cards because I thought, hey, that'd be cool. They'll be heavier duty and, last better and longer than my plastic-coated cardboard cards. But they're in a cardboard tuck box. Like, why can't you send me the plastic cards in a plastic box? Anyway, let's look at the cards. Okay, so here's what happened. I recorded this whole thing, and then I looked at the footage, and it was pretty much unusable because it was too dark. You may have noticed things just got a bit lighter, but I couldn't re-record the part where I opened the package, so you got that part, and now I'm redoing this part where I actually look at the cards. So let's look at the cards. For some reason, there's a weird little white paper card in here, whereas the rest of the cards are very, very black. Normally, I'll just, roll with less than ideal video, but because the cards are so dark, you could pretty much not see them. You can still not see them incredibly well right now, but in the first version of this video, you absolutely cannot see the freaking cards. So, yeah, the Integear 100% plastic playing cards. Side note, 100% plastic sounds like the name of an anime about, like, a robot maid or something. So, black cards, I thought they would look cool in the videos because, I have a black background and I'd be like, here's a card, here's a card. They are kind of shiny, which might be a slight issue. So they look nice, like especially the face cards with their inverted colors. They look really cool with the blue instead of the black because the card's black. So if they had black ink on black cards, wouldn't work out very well. I did see a deck of black on black cards when I was shopping for a set of plastic playing cards, but those absolutely would not have shown up on camera. So these show up pretty nicely. They look pretty good. They do feel a little slicker than regular cards. Bit of an issue that I have a slanted table here, so everything will slide off. You know what? I'm gonna see if I can adjust that. All right, I've adjusted the table so it is less slanted. So for comparison, I have, though, a most of a deck of bicycle playing cards, the most basic playing card you can possibly have, so I figured they would be a good comparison for these cards. And oh man, that would have been awesome if they were both the same card. Honestly, the plastic ones do feel a tiny bit thinner. They probably are a tiny bit thinner because standard cards are, you know, cardboard with plastic coating, and these are just thin sheets of plastic with a card printed on them. They are about the same size. Maybe the bicycle cards are like a hair larger. But as I was saying, you can see these cards are quite a bit slicker and will slide around on you a bit more. Let's get rid of these. But in terms of overall feeling, they do more or less just feel like playing cards. A little slicker and a little thinner than regular playing cards, but the feeling in your hand is not like off-putting. It is a reasonable playing card experience. They shuffle, they deal. See, and overall, I don't know, I like them. Perhaps not the best cards to use in YouTube videos. We'll see. We'll see when I try to actually use these in a YouTube video. I do really like the design on the back. It's kind of a pity that shows up the worst of everything. They have a nice aesthetic. It's a nice aesthetic with these cards. Anyway, I don't really know what else to talk about in a review of playing cards. It's like that time I reviewed a set of dice. It's a thing that I don't really have much to say about, so I guess review end. So, thank you for watching, with extra special thanks to my Fightin' Flail Snails, Samuel Gorski, Randy Mulholland, and Toshiro Crow. If you'd like to be cool like them, you can check out my Patreon, where you can get early access to videos and fun stuff that I make for the Patreon. If you don't want to do that, though, that's cool too. You can still hit all the lovely buttons, like, subscribe, these other videos floating around screen that YouTube has dealt you. I realize I already made the dealt joke with the videos on screen, but how often do I do a video on cards? So, you know, I gotta make the joke when I can. And I will see you next time.